We've got the Growatt mounted, ACN installed, AC out wire installed, battery cables. It's up and running, and I have already programmed my settings into it. I know I didn't go over settings, but I basically got the settings off of another YouTube channel. I may go through them at a different time, but I really want to just show everybody that with it installed. You see, I got my manuals right there, and that's my manual for my batteries, so that I could set the voltage ranges correctly in the setup. There's a screen. I don't know if you can see it that good, but right now I've got it in utility mode. So it is actually powering my loads from utility mode. Utility mode is basically UPS mode, so it will power the your loads from the grid until you lose power in the grid, or say you have a power out situation. Then it would switch to battery. I have that in there right now because I don't have enough battery power. I figured out once I hooked this up, I did some testing. I tried to run over here on my transfer switch. See, I have those two switches right here. This one and this one switched up. That's the one to my sump pump. That's the one to my freezer. And I tried to, I ran, that's the only problem I ran into so far. Everything else has been good. But I tried to run those two off of the battery. And as you see, I have a small battery. It's just 100 amp hours, just two 12 volts set up in series, 424 volts. And evidently it does not have enough power. Those two batteries don't have enough power to run those circuits. I mean, it won't run one of them. So I am severely underpowered. I didn't realize that. I thought for sure it would at least run those two circuits. They were just pretty much, they're two 15 amp circuits. I thought for sure that those batteries would run that for a little while, but I was wrong, because they will not. It will switch them on, but it does not have enough. Then they'll switch right back off. In the manual, it does say that for the 24 volt version of this, which I have, they recommend 200 amp hours of power, and I only have 100 amp hours. So I guess that's the problem. I'm hoping that's the problem. I'm gonna get, since I've already got this thing up and running pretty much now, everything's set up. Only thing I don't have set up yet is I don't have any PV coming in yet, and I'm not gonna use I'm not gonna be using the PV inputs on the Growatt, because they're a little bit limiting at only 145 volts open circuit. They're a little bit limited on that, and I don't because I want to run more my panels in series. And the panels I have, they're around 46, I think 46.2 volts each, and I have 4 panels right now, and I'm gonna add another 4. So I tested the voltage on them earlier when the sun was out, and it was like, they were at like 100. They're used solar panels, so they're not putting out as much as they did at first. But I tested the open circuit voltage earlier, and it was like at 166, I think, for the 4 panels. And like I said, I don't even have wire and PV wire to run them in yet, but I do have them mounted outside. In fact, let's go outside and I'm gonna let you see the panels and my panel set up. Okay, we're now outside in my backyard. As you can see, I was out here earlier. I was getting ready, before that inverter came, I was getting ready to, see my shovel there, getting ready to start digging my trench to run my PV wire, and so I could bury the conduit. But then the FedEx showed up with my inverter and I got sidetracked, so I started messing with that and making this video. So I didn't get to finish. But right now, you see, this is the back of my solar panels. That's the label on them. As you can see, they're 46.55 open circuit voltage, and then 9.49 on the short circuit voltage, or for amps or whatever. So these 4 panels, and I have 4 panels, and as you see, they're wired in series. And as you see that the ends there, I was testing the open circuit voltage on them earlier. This is the I forgot what rack this is. It's from Signature Solar. I forgot the name. The name escapes me right now. But you can get them from Signature Solar. They hold 4 panels, and it's an awesome rack. They want you to put them in concrete pillars, but I didn't want to put concrete pillars in my backyard, so I just put posts there, 6x6 posts. And these are commercial panels, used commercial panels that I got here locally for, I think they were $125 a piece. And I'm planning on putting another 4 right here and getting another rack from Signature Solar and putting 4 more panels there. They're rated at $335 each, I think. So I'm around 1,200, 1,300 watts, but you don't get out you don't get out the full rating of, especially they're not putting out what they used to. But if I'm getting 1,000 out of them, I'd be good. And then I put another rack right here behind my camper, and I get another 1,000 watts out of them. That'd be 2,000 watts. I think that'll suffice for what I'm trying to do, enough to keep my batteries charged. Like I said, I don't have enough batteries right now to do what I need to do. So, but I'm gonna fix that. I'm planning on getting 4 more batteries. So let's go back inside. Okay, we're back. And like I said, I'm planning on using this Victron. Victron charge controller, and it can handle all those panels and the other 4 I want to put up easily. I mean, honestly, in 24 volt, I think this, I looked at the manual when I first bought it. I haven't looked lately. I know it's, I think you can put, for 24 volts, I think this thing can handle 3,600 watts of solar panels. I'm not going to be anywhere near that. Of course, you have to do them series parallel, but it will handle that much, just this one controller. And I'm not going to be anywhere near that. But this Growatt will not. I think the most of the handle is 1,800 or 2,000. I can't remember. But I don't like the idea. I have to. That only has 145 volts. You can only put 145 volts of open circuit in it. Actually, I don't think you're supposed. I think it's recommended 115 or something like that. I don't know, 120 running volts or something. I don't know, but not enough for me. I don't. I'd rather run two series strings and then parallel those into here. So I only have one cable coming in, and I don't have to and be able to power. And like I said, I could with the combiner box I'm going to get with the other string, I could run 4 string. I could run 16 of those panels and probably be okay, or somewhere close to that, if I got up to that point. I mainly got this Growatt because I got it for a good deal, and to kind of learn on, I'm gonna learn this system. And like I said, this is my first solar system. I've learned everything, how to hook all this stuff up, and I mean everything is from YouTube videos from A to B, and it's took me this far, and I'm gonna learn on this system. And I actually at some point I want to switch to move up to 48 volts. After I get some more batteries, I figure when I get up to the when I get to 4 more batteries, and then get all I can get out of this all I can get out of this 24 volt system, I may buy 2 more, and that'll give me that'd have me 8 batteries. I could do two series strings, or put 48 volts and have 200 amp hours at a 48 volt system. And when I do that, when I do move the 48 volts system, I'm gonna go to a Victron inverter also, and get away from it. So I have all Victron stuff, because right now I have all Victron stuff except the inverter, and that's because they're so expensive. I could have bought 3 of these Growatts right here for what one the Victron charge controller costs for the same size. Actually not so, and I know it's quality, and that's what I want eventually, but right now we're worried about we're concentrating on growing this battery bank. That'll be the next money the next thing I spend money on will be on building this battery bank some more. And like I said, I'll probably buy two more batteries shortly, and then see if that'll run the loads, and then eventually get 2 more and get up to 6. I built this platform. Actually, I built this platform, this little shelf to hold these batteries. I built it with the idea of having 48 volts. It's built to hold 12 of these batteries. If you can tell, I've got room on each side. You could stack 4 batteries across and 3 high before you get up, and it's right here. It would be right under this fuse holder there, or right under this fuse holder. I'm sorry. You could stack 4 wide and 3 high and have 12 batteries set up in a 48 volt configuration. And that was my initial plan, but it's just going to take me so long to get there, you know, to buying all this equipment, and like I said, building this battery bank is going to take a little while. So we'll work with this Growatt until that happens. I will get back with you when I get this get these solar panels wired in here. The PV wire ran and ran in the house and hooked up to this charge controller, and everything gets up and running. I will get back with you guys and let you see how it's working, and we'll do some testing. Hopefully by then I will also have 2 more batteries maybe, so I can do some testing and actually get this thing working off the batteries and solar panel and with no utility, which is what the plan was anyway. The utility was supposed to be for backup. But thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.